of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas offense will get the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pulls it, fire complete. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are tonight.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
On the run, it's Simon. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they got it up to the 47-yard line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Smith dropping to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more. Read him.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Good right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big time.
There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Smith wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Using his legs, it's Simon. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Rides the back and leaves it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Simon. He is going no. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll be stopped about... yards short of a first down.
Now, a fourth down.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it.
Let's go, let's go. Ready to go.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a choke play on that one.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
They'll try the run. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They go to the draw. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's McCutcheon. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great play by the cornerback, and this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen, but that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's... Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Drive together here.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And comes the Texas offense back on the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Off play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The give is to Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Smith dropping the pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
All the way back to the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's crease court. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackler. Not able to get it done.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Priestcourt. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
To the air. It's Underwood. Finds his man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the ground with the back. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Quick step and go. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field. It's Underwood. Got it in the middle. It's Priestcourt. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give is to Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air, it's Underwood. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete. Thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they find.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got it on the run. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll go with a direct snap. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is Big One, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Washington is getting stomped right now. I mean, thrown around the field like a salmon at Pike's Fish Market. Just a brutal performance. They're trailing by 28 to USC. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Complete some of these hitch throws early. You're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the 3rd quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, a lot of space. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Got it set up on the outside. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback may change this route. Lets it fly. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Got a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Right back to the well. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Smith wants to throw. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a...
Picked off to stop the threat.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter. I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create away, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. There he goes! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. Smith dropping to pass. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Longhorns!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the 4th quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Got a man, it's Marsh.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Here comes the Texas offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
Turning it on! And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the fourth.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? Scoop. The ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Longhorns in the hurry up. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Wide open downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards, if that's your thing.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Creates a little space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Smith wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They fought to the bitter end, and the final incomplete.